Hi, I'm Sue from Sue & Soap, and in this video I use fresh aloe to make cold processed soap. There are more than 500 species of the aloe plant. The most widely known and also most commonly used is Aloe vera barbadensis Miller, or just short Aloe vera, which means true aloe. The aloe leaves are filled with a clear gel. This gel has a lot of benefits. It is antibacterial, it is sunburn soother, it is a great moisturizer for your skin. You can eat it, drink it, use it pure, or make cosmetics from it. We have several aloe plants at home, and my favorite use for aloe is to apply it directly on my skin like a lotion. It is very moisturizing and it makes your skin so soft. And of course you can also use fresh aloe to make soap. You don't have to buy an aloe vera plant, you can also buy single aloe vera leaves or aloe gel. When you use fresh cut aloe like I do, you can see a yellow sap coming out of the leaf. This is called aloe vera latex. It is not toxic, but it is very laxative when you eat it. I also noticed some skin irritations when I put this sap on my skin, so when you have a very sensitive skin or you want to eat it, you should better allow it to drain out before you use the leaf. Just place the leaf upright in a small container and let it stay there for about an hour. To separate the gel, first remove the spikes on the sides, then use a large knife to glide under the skin of the aloe leaf. And then do the same on the other side. I want to use only the gel for soap making. When you use anything fresh like aloe, cucumber or avocado in your soap, you have to consider that fresh ingredients contain water. That means you have to reduce the amount of water you would normally use in your soap recipe. The amount of your fresh ingredient replaces the same amount of water. For example, in this recipe, I normally would use 140 grams of water, but I replace 60 grams by aloe vera, so I only need 80 grams of water. I only use as much water as I need for a 1:1 ratio. This way the sodium hydroxide can dilute completely and I can later add the aloe to the oils. With a 1:1 ratio, the lye water is getting hotter than normal, even when you use ice cubes, and it looks thicker and stays a little bit cloudy. That's normal and you don't need to worry about it. I also use 3% of citric acid in this soap. You can find the recipe down in the video description. For the hard oils I use coconut oil and cocoa butter. For the soft oils I use olive oil, sweet almond oil, grapeseed oil and castor oil. I premixed the colorants in olive oil to make them easier to incorporate to the soap batter. For the white color I use white mica as well as some extra titanium dioxide which I premix in water. Before adding the aloe, I give it a good stir with my stick blender so it gets from chunks to juice. This juice then can be put into the oil mixture. I also add some kaolin clay and stick blend everything for about 1 minute. When the lye water is cooled down, I add some sodium lactate to it and give the lye solution to the oil mixture. I was worried that the soap butter accelerates too fast, so I just mixed in the colorants by hand. But this recipe stays liquid for a long time, so it would not have been a problem to stick blend it. For this soap, I decided to make a one-pot swirl. After mixing the colorants into the soap butter, I pour the green and blue from high above into the white and then pour everything into the mold. After 2 days, the soap is ready to unmold and cut. I didn't strain the aloe vera juice before adding it to the oils. When you stick blend the gel, you just cut the plant fibers into very small pieces. You can see these pieces in the fresh mixed aloe juice as well as in the cured soap. If you don't want these fiber spots in your soap, just strain it before you add it. I didn't do that, but I also don't have a problem with these spots. In my last soap making video, I made this cute looking planet soap with soap ball mats. If you want to know more about it, you can find a link in the upper right corner. This soap is 8 weeks old now. So far, I hope you have a very nice Christmas time, make yourself some wonderful holidays and stay safe. See you next year. Bye!